Hello everyone, Phoenix here, and we are back for another episode of PDF Plays Minecraft. We are still here at the iron farm. I've been sitting here off and on a bit at times, and as you can see, we've built up, or started to build up, a bit of iron. Pretty good so far. The other thing that's happened is, since then, Foxy's video for turning this into a trading hall has come out. So as you can see, I'm in the process of converting it over. I haven't quite finished yet. Probably within the next episode or so, I'll have that changed over, so it'll be a 20 villager iron farm with a trading hall. But today is the day we're going to be going for a bit of exploration in the Nether, trying to get to a fortress. We're going to need to head home, I think, first and grab some supplies. We'll want some building material on us. So we'll do that, and then I'll see you back at the portal. Alright, here we are at the portal, and we're about to hop in and see if we can't get to one of these fortresses. I'm sure this will have absolutely no problems whatsoever and go perfectly smoothly. Alright. Here we are. What I want to do first, I think, is I'm going to collect up some of this wood. Simply for the fact, just to give us some more materials. It being from the Nether is fireproof. So if we need to build with it near lava and stuff, we can without worrying about it burning down. I swear those Endermen are trying to get us to look at them. Okay, that should be good. And the other thing I want to grab, just to have a few on us, is some of these fungi. Kind of thing that could come in handy in a pinch, depending. Like that. Well, the other thing we gotta figure out now is where the portal is. There it is. We should be safe right here at least. They're not a big fan of them, the portals or the mushrooms. Really need to build a box around this. Let me take a look at the coordinates that I wrote down so far. So the closest one from here might be, there's two of them really. Let's see, 128,384 might be the closest one. Which would be going this way, partly. Positive 384. So this way and this way. And down over here is, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say lava ocean, because, you know, why not? So just out of curiosity's sake then, let's look at where maybe the other coordinates might bring us. Positive 336, so this way. Negative 256. So it has us going functionally that way. Alright, let's give this a quick shot. We want to do this kind of the smart way though. So what's going to be the best way to do this? Let's get to positive number first then. Okay, a little safer, and then the other thing we can do is stick some mushrooms. That should keep the piggies away at least. So let's dig our way to the positive coordinates, and then we'll go from there. Now this might be a good time to try one of those transitions. Let's see if maybe it gets us there faster. Let's see, how did that one activate? See, I think what I need to do, come back over here, is jump up and down 3 times. And then spin around a few times. Whoa, whoa. Ah! Whoa, that worked better than I thought. Yeah, so I'm gonna say that's a good way to find a nether fortress, is use that transition. Let's see if we can make it over there, is the trick. I do not like this one bit. Go ahead and see what I can do to make it so I do not die immediately. I think we may have given ourselves kind of a chance. If I can be careful about this. Good enough. Why do the Ziglins keep showing up in the worst possible places? There, I got what I was coming for, I believe. 6 blaze rods. I think next time we'll come back is with some fire res potions. Alright. So we managed to get to the fortress and survive. I'd say that's a pretty good start so far. We are not nearly done exploring, but at the same time, I am also not gonna do that without the potions. We gotta be careful about it. Alright, mission accomplished. So let's head on back and cook up a couple potions. A couple different ways we can go about this. We can either make our own brewing stand, which is gonna take 3 cobble and 1 of the blaze rods. So very easy recipe. Or we can go to the other village and use the cleric's one. I think it'd probably be better for us to make our own currently. Well, it is nice to not have to make another job block. That one I don't mind having. Okay, we can breathe again. Deep breaths. Okay, so let's put some stuff away first. Go like that, and then we'll put these away just for the time being. We're gonna end up needing these things back again. Now, something we have the ability to now make, but we're not going to yet, is an ender chest. We've got blaze rods, and we have ender pearls. We can make an eye of ender, and I don't think we have enough obsidian just yet, but we know where to get some. So we would need diamond pickaxe, wherever. Thought we had one. Leave it somewhere, perhaps. Probably not. We may have. Yep, there it is. I want to keep that in the right spot. So we have a diamond pickaxe, and yeah, no obsidian. So let's go ahead, make our brewing stand first. So we have brewing stand. I'm going to put this other one in here. We had more than that. Yeah, I thought we had a bunch more of them. Yep, there they are. Don't know why I put them in there, but okay. So, next, powered up, number 2. And yes, as I'm sure many of you probably were screaming to yourself, I realized we don't have Nether wart yet. So we do need to go back to the fortress anyway and try and see if we can find the fungus. Speaking of Nether wart, why is it the only way we can get it is fortresses and bastions, huh? Why can't we break down Nether wart blocks into 9 pieces of Nether wart? Or at least put it on the bartering table for piglins. I mean, give us some kind of break. It's no fun if there's only 2 places in the entire Minecraft world, or 2 structures, that you can find that stuff. Okay, not sleep time yet, but we'll reset our spawn point. So what we're going to do is head over to the other village on kind of a side quest, see if we have any librarians, and if so, see what kind of trades they're offering. We may have to cycle through a few times and see if we can't get... Silk Touch would be wonderful. Infinity would be absolutely amazing. Excuse me, what are... No, that's... No. Sorry, I don't mean to bother you. Okay, so you're done. Let me see here. Where are the lecterns? I want to bring these out here. Okay. Now that you have the correct job block, let me just do a quick check and make sure there's no others around. Nope, nothing in there. We do have that up there, though. Let me go and see if I can't take that job block. What about that? About the hardest way I could have, didn't I? Okay. Sir, what do you have? Nothing good. Still nothing good. Ooh, before we do that, I need something to trade with you guys, don't I? Let me see here. Forgot about that small detail. I'll be right back. Does me no good if I get a good trade and I can't lock you in. Would the first librarian step up and see what we can get you? Knockback. No. Only I may stand on here. Unbreaking. Good trade, bad price. Tell you what, you give me a really good trade and I'll let you stand up here. No. It's not a really good trade. Soak touch. I accept your offer. You may stand up there all you want. You, sir, have the best bow trade in the game. You can stand up there all you want. But before I forget, let me actually get a copy. Oh, yes. That is the best one ever. Okay, let's see now. Where is the next person? Would be a good spot. For the moment, we'll do that right here. With the next... there we go. I see you coming in the distance. If you could get a Silk Touch trade at a reasonable price, I would appreciate it. Silk Touch, good price. What do you got?
Huh?
That is neither Silk Touch nor a good price. Get down. You give me a good Silk Touch trade, I'll let you stand up here. That is not Silk Touch. This may take a while. Impaling, no. It said, you give me Silk Touch for a good price, I'll let you stand up here. No, you gotta earn it. You can do it. I believe in you. I mean, that's pretty darn good too. Not Silk Touch, but I will take the looting 3. Now we just got one more for the moment to try. I know there's one more of you around here somewhere. Okay, let's see what we can do for our friend over here. Yes, I see you over here. At least you'll be a captive audience for the time being. I applaud you for the good enchantments. But you're... Oh, and we are 1 emerald off. Holy cow. Okay. Ooh, let's see what we can do here. There's a couple things we can do. Are you trading wheat, perhaps? Yes, you are. Perfect. Where did your friend go? Pardon me. Excuse me. Okay, we're good. Okay, so we got some pretty good trades. We got Infinity, Looting, and Silk Touch. Do we want to throw Infinity on it yet? I think we can, because we can always get another one. And that'll help us immensely. Let's see, let me think here. We're gonna have to go sleep and then we'll deal with the rest of the enchantments. I think what I'm going to do before I use Silk Touch or Looting is I might go dip briefly into our diamond reserves that we haven't bothered to mine yet because we're waiting for fortune. But our pickaxe is looking pretty rough, and until we get mending, there's only so much we can do for it. This is not a happy place. There we are. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of dipping into the reserves, but 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for a few reasons. I want to be able to Silk Touch it and just bring it back with us because it's nice to look at. So what we'll do for now, make ourselves a new one, and then we'll make ourselves a diamond sword. This is sort of the whatever spot at the moment, I guess. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll keep that, and eventually once we get mending, we can fix it up. Silk Touch, and I'll put Looting on here. Alright, so that's going to give us ability to do a couple more things. What we're going to need to do is go back down, I think, gather up some obsidian, just enough. If we can get just enough to make a ender chest, that would be a major help in our gathering materials. Just gives us a lot more storage room to be able to do stuff with. Yeah, I keep forgetting we have that stairway. That would have been a lot easier. Let's go back down briefly. So we need 8 pieces. Okay, well, 8 pieces acquired, and that was an adventure coming back up, I tell you. I really need to light it up better down there. But that is an adventure for another episode. Alrighty, drop that off. Grab another one of our valuables here. And I'll turn this into this. We're gonna want that. I just need 1. Just need 1. Yeah, 1 and 1. Alright, we have ourselves an ender chest. The ender chest is going to be a big help in terms of, when we go collecting anything. Like, as we're going to the fortress, for example. We can just toss all the good stuff we find in the chest, and that way it saves room in our inventory. That's why Silk Touch was so important to get. And the fact that we have Looting 3 on our sword, too, would be a big help with mob drops. That means maybe, we won't need to fight as many blaze to get a bunch of blaze rods. And even up our chances just a little of possibly getting some wither skulls. Not that we would even remotely consider anything to do with a wither anytime in the immediate future, or the far future. It'll be a while. Alright, we've refilled our supplies, so let's go see about exploring that fortress a bit more and see if we can't find some fungus. Any welcoming party? No? Okay, we can live with that. There they are. Let's just go like that for the time being. Give ourselves sort of a safe spot here from some of the baddies. And there's a blaze spawner straight ahead. Boy, I tell you, blazes are not a problem. Let's take a moment and let our health recover here. Other thing I think we'll do is just light this up a lot. And that should help us a little bit. Definitely want to fill some of this in though. There we go. And having some of these little chunks in the sides taken out. We do have to watch how much room we give things to spawn. Oh, this is an interesting predicament. Why are there so many around? We basically have our own little blaze farm here. We gotta find that fungus. Okay, well, I think we need a new game, a new plan of attack. We obviously have a way to get into the fortress. Now we need to think of a safe way to get into the fortress. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll gather up some more materials, and then what we're gonna do is move to the right a little bit and kind of bridge our way over from there, away from the spawners at the moment. We know how to get to those spawners if we need to, but if we can get into the main part, then maybe we can find the stairways that have the fungus and stuff in them. Let's put away with the goodies I did get though. I will just randomly toss you on the ground. We did manage to get more blaze rods at the very least, so that's always a good thing. Okay, so yeah, I'll work on gathering up a couple more things of slabs and just make sure our tools and stuff are in good shape. And then we'll head back over. Alright, so I went back and got a couple supplies because I had an idea that might help us. Figured it's worth a shot, nothing to lose at this point. I have some gates and trapdoors. Figured that might help us at least make a way into and out of our little safe box a little bit easier. And from there we may just have to try kind of rushing. And we are back here in the Nether. Did a couple things between last time we were here and now. Let's go take a look. Went back, got a couple more supplies in the interim. Hoping that maybe the number of mobs has died down a little since we were out of the range. Where we are at, we basically have a double blaze spawner going. So both good and not. As you can see, I covered the bridge. We have trapdoor and gate there. Trapdoor and gate here, just so I can open this up, attack stuff if I need to. Trapdoor and a gate here for the same reasons. And trapdoor and a gate down here. Now why down here? Gives us a little ways to interact with three things. We can always close that off. We're trying to kind of get our own way in, because as you can see, a lot of mobs like spawning in this area. Like a ridiculous number of mobs. I wonder. Build some safety bars. Let's close that for a moment. Take me a little bit of gold here. Another safety bar. Okay, that gets us up. That doesn't exactly get us where we want to go. If I light this up a bunch, that'll help. So we don't have anybody in particular right around between us and there. I'm wondering if that might be, this might be our chance. You all saw that, right? Booyah. What? Really? I'm not dreaming that, right? 2 wither skulls right off the bat. Holy smokes. Yeah, not a good time to go into third person. Pardon me. I mean, hoping for a third there was just, that would have been silly. Well, we've managed to get 2 wither skulls at least. Still no fungus, however, is the unfortunate thing. Alright, it might behoove us to try and find the other one then. Just because it looks like that one is mostly just the walkways. There's really no interior section of it. But still, that would be a very important one to remember, because we can get a lot of, it seems like, wither skeletons and blazes there. Yeah, we already got 2 wither skulls. I mean, can't really complain about that. One thing I'll have to do temporarily is make myself something gold to wear, because we don't want our piggy friends attacking me as we head back towards the other, towards the portal. We want to run back home quick. I'm going to run back there, make a new helmet, drop off some of the goodies we got, and then I think we're going to try and get ourselves to the other fortress that I have the coordinates for. Or to the other place I have coordinates for. Hopefully there's a fortress there waiting for us. I mean, when I said Nether adventure, I was not expecting this. No shortage of blaze rods, that's for sure now. We have that area with the double spawner. Perhaps in the future I'll have to look into a farm to build for that. I've never built one, so that would take a little bit of research on my part, but something to consider since we're trying to do stuff that maybe we've never done before. Really wish there was another way to get another wart though. Alright, and we're back again to see if we can't find, or at least get to those other coordinates. So we need positive 128, which is going to be that way, and positive 384, which is going to be that way. So which is going to be the easiest to get to first? Let's do a little more research here. Let me take a look. Is it possible to get all the way down? I mean, it is, basically. Okay, this is actually a good start. I think we might be able to make a tunnel. Might be the best shot we have. What I think we'll do is work our way down. We need to work our way down to level 15 for a couple of reasons, really. That's going to put us under the lava lake, but also that will be the level for if we're going to potentially find any ancient debris, which isn't our main purpose for coming down here, but I mean, if we're gonna, might as well. So I'll do a bit of digging, see if we can safely get down there, and then once we get started on the tunnel, I'll come back and we'll see what happens from there. Okay, level 15. So what I'm gonna do, let's dig a little bit, and then if it starts to get a bit long, I'll try one of our handy dandy transitions and see if that maybe moves it along. I want to keep it too high just to be sure no enderman can spawn. Last thing we need is more of them. Go a couple more blocks here, and then we'll see if one of my handy dandy transitions here can get us through faster. Let me try one of my transitions here. Let's see, how does that one activate again? Oh, I know. I'm gonna try the do the mega happy one. Doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo. Whoa, wait a minute. What? That really is a mega happy one. Yeah, no, I know you don't believe it either. So a few days have passed since the last episode, and as you can see, we look a little different. And that's for another reason. I'll explain here in just a moment. But, as we can see, here is the other fortress, which we are not going to go exploring. Why not? Like I said, it's been a few days. I've actually run through and done quite a bit of exploring off camera just to see if there was anything even really worth, kind of showing. And yeah, there's no fungus here either. All just some broken pathways, like the halls, but no areas where the fungus are. So what that means is we will pop back over to our base where the house is, and we'll show you where all this shiny blue gear came from. Alright, so here we are back at the house, and let's go and see where all my shinies came from. So as I mentioned, I believe at the beginning of the video, this is FoxyNoTail's Easy Iron Farm for Bedrock, and apparently also a glowing farm. We have a lot of glowing. So as I also mentioned, he was putting out a video, and at the time, he had put out his video transitioning it into a trading hall with 20 villagers, which, off camera over time, I have actually completed it. It is now fully all set to go, trading hall, villagers, everything. Many of them, but not all, are master level. So, like, some of these guys, master level. We got helmet and pants. Toolsmith. We got diamond tools. Hey, look, an axe and a hoe. Weaponsmiths. Nice sword. Our sword has... What does our sword have? Looting 2 and looting 3 and smite 2 on it. Now the other villager, you'll see the ones that I have here are armorsmiths, toolsmiths, weaponsmiths, and clerics. Now why do I have clerics? The biggest reason, honestly, is right here. Lapis. We never have to go mining for it again. What we can do, we can AFK for a while, get the iron, trade the iron, get a whole bunch of emeralds, and then get as much lapis, really, as we could ever really use. 5 clerics, it doesn't seem like a lot, but you can save up a lot of lapis. And I think the other thing I'm going to do at some point, not yet, but at some point, is maybe build the enchanting setup under here as well. Maybe not in this exact spot, but I think in this same area, so I can have the enchanting table and then put the EXP furnace. So I literally have it all right here. I can get the lapis, enchant, get levels. Oh, I need more lapis type thing. Now there's not a lot in here, as you can see. That's because obviously to have as many be master level as I do, I've done a bunch of trading. But if you AFK at it for a little bit, it'll build up reasonably quickly. This is still only Bedrock after all, so it's only going to be so efficient. Still really hope that we get the scare mechanic at some point. It would have to replace the villager mechanic, if you will, but I am okay with that. So with that, while we're here at the house, before we get ready to end the episode, let's take a quick look here. Full diamond tools, full diamond gear. I have a diamond helmet. I think it's either in the ender chest or in one of the chests downstairs. I've mentioned before that all you need is 2 diamonds. And while we did end up using a few extra, we didn't need to. We needed the 2 to make the enchanting table, which we said we don't have set up yet, but we have a good spot, I think, picked out. And we did make that pickaxe, but that's so we could get obsidian to do a few other things. But as you saw with our villagers, we didn't need to make the pickaxe. We could have eventually traded for it, which I did, eventually. And yeah, I've combined a couple of them, and I put Soak Touch on this one, and this one has Mending now too. But otherwise, yeah, 2 diamonds, and I would never have to go mining for them again. They need to do something about that. Not by nerfing villagers. I think what would probably work best, in my opinion, is just make diamonds easier to find. With a good trading haul, whether you're Bedrock, whether you're Java, you'll get full diamond gear in no time anyways. So there's no reason to make them more scarce to make that tougher. Because, eventually we're going to upgrade to netherite anyways. So it's sort of a moot point. Diamonds are really just a jumping point. And the other thing mentioned was how we didn't explore that other fortress because I had already gone through. I've done a little bit of research, the coordinates for 3 other potential fortresses. And this fortress is at there. What I did was I made a creative copy of this world, and I teleported to the coordinates that I found in Chunk Base. There's fortresses, there's fungus, and somehow all 3, they're all at the very least in basalt deltas. I don't know how, but that's welcome to my luck with Minecraft. So what that means is, next episode is going to be us picking one of those and trying to get that fungus. We need that to start brewing potions. Potions, we can start doing some other fun things. Fire resistance, I will have a chance to dial us in another. Water breathing, we can do some more exploring underwater for things. And even weakness, so we can start maybe curing some zombie villagers and doing some other stuff like that eventually. While we do have that trading hall up there, all the prices are still full price. We'll have to figure out how to reduce that at some point. So with that, we're going to end the episode here. I'd like to thank you for joining me today. As always, my name is Phoenix, and until next time, this Phoenix has got to fly. I'll see you next time.